let me show you what I've made at the craft retreat today. Now these are different projects than what the ladies were making because they had set tasks to craft around, and I'd already made similar projects. So I worked on some personal projects. Hi Nikki, nice to see you here. Okay, so what I've made is I've used the Coming Home bundle, Trimming the Town Designer Series paper. This is all the misshapes of paper that I have because this was a pack that I spilt my coffee on. So I had to trim all the soggy bits off. So I was left with this, so I wanted to use these. What I've done is I've made some background ink blending using Old Olive, Pool Party and Misty Moonlight, and I thought I'll replicate a little card here today. Hi Christine, nice to have you here. So we're going to make a card similar to this, and the reason I made this card is because often you will have designer series paper whereby there's part images on the side. You can see I'm all inky here, and you don't need to discard this. You can use it in your card making projects. Okay, the other items I made was little gift boxes. Okay, these are our mini paper pumpkin boxes. So I made 3 of those with a belly band, so you can see they open like a little pizza box. Oh, thank you Nikki for sharing. So these are food standard safe, that's why they've got a glossy inside. However, if you're not using it for food, you could always put the glossy side to the outside. So I thought I'll come on and I'll make another one each of these with you guys. So to let you understand, I wanted to cut down on costs for Christmas gifts for the ladies this year, the ladies in my life, and I want to show you what I'm going to put into these boxes before I make one. So everybody knows, or everybody has a Poundland near them. Okay, so let me show you what I bought. Okay, so I bought a Manuka Honey Revitalizing sheet mask. Okay, so we just fold that in half and it goes in here. Now I do have tissue paper that I will decorate these a little bit better. What I also have is a lovely little Jess Wright Beauty With Love Eau de Toilette. Smells quite nice. This again was out the pound shop. Okay, so that fits in there perfect. I bought, if you're clever, you can get bargains. So I bought a trio of nail polishes. These were also £1. So you're talking 33p for a nail varnish, okay? So I'm going to put one of them in like so. The other item I had was, it was a pack of 6. You know how in some Poundlands they have the Pep & Co section. Hi Lynette. This was a pack of 6, what do you call them, socks. So they go in there too. I also got a pack of 6 makeup emery boards for your nails. So that fits in there fine. We then add the socks in like so. Okay, there was one more thing I wanted to add in here, but I think it may be a tight squeeze. It is a Time Out wafer bar. So again, that was a pack of 6 for £1. So that does fit in there nicely. All we need to do is kind of pin and tuck the socks in there. Okay, now these are really easy to close. Okay, so it's like a little pizza box design. Okay, so we just close it ever so gently. Alright, and then we have a belly band that goes over. Now this will be a little tight because it is a little full, okay, but if you do that, there is a Christmas gift. So use what you have at home. These little mini paper pumpkin style boxes are available in my online store. It's a pack of 10. They really are good and thick. So let's see how much this all cost. That was £1. That was, how much was that now? £1 divided by 6 is what? 13 pence, that was 13 pence, that was £1, that was 33 pence, so you're talking you're talking less than £2, less than £3, sorry, if you add in the socks. But wouldn't you love that as a little gift at Christmas time? So these are good not only for Christmas, but if you want to give a little gift to a friend, they've maybe been having a hard time, put a little Time Out wafer bar in there, and I'm sure they'll appreciate that lots. So I'm just going to empty it just now though. Okay, so I made 3 of those boxes, and I'm going to make a quick one today with you. And I'm also going to make a little card. Now, if I were to receive this as a gift, I would be absolutely over the moon, because you know exactly how much love goes into making these things, you know. And yeah, everybody loves a little bit of handmade. Okay, so let's get started. So let's make the box first. Now, these boxes come flat packed. Okay, you just need to fold and burnish all the score lines that are already there for you. You can, of course, if you like making boxes by hand, you can make your own box. You may want to make a bigger box or a smaller box. However, we do have these in smaller sizes. We have little square sized ones, 4x4, they're adorable. So it's really, really easy to build. Okay, just make sure you fold and burnish all your bitties. Get a little jaggy thing here, poke out these little holes which just secure the box ever so more. And when these are closed, they are 4x6. Okay, so all we do is fold. It's really easy. Fold them like so. Ta-da! Okay. There is a little box. Now, obviously the way it's built, it is 4x6. However, there is a lip here, so you need to bear that in mind when you're cutting your paper. Right, let me grab a piece of, let me see now, piece of Misty Moonlight. Let me cut a piece of this. Cut this down and we'll pop it on. Now I'm just going to mark old school where I want to cut the paper. Sometimes it's easier than getting out a ruler and measuring. You could just do it by eye. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this down to the size that I want. Normally I go live on a Saturday morning, but like I say, I've had my team retreat online today and it was so much fun. So much fun. Right, let's get a piece of Designer Series paper to layer up on this. And let's utilise that piece actually, because it is a bit short. But you know what, if I round off, well, if I cut it the right way, it'll look absolutely fine. Oh, in fact, let me use this piece. And I'll keep my layers all the same like the last card. Right, so, what does this measure? I'm just going to eyeball it again. Just roughly a little 1/8 of an inch border. Okay. Let me make sure I'm eyeing shot properly. Sorry, I'm getting carried away. I'm that excited at these. These are just, I just love them. Okay. I think this mat works really well for doing lives. This is an IKEA mat and there's no glare or what have you with it, so that's really good. Right, let's glue this layer up. Alright, if you just excuse me a minute as someone is at my door. I'm back, sorry about that guys. My friend's brought me a little gift just to say they're thinking about me, so that was so sweet. So I'm back. I hope everybody can join me again. So just to explain, I was explaining earlier that I made a lovely little card and some gift boxes for Christmas presents. So I thought I'd come on today and show you how I made these. So we're going to make the little box first. These are mini paper pumpkin boxes. Welcome back. Sorry if for cutting off there, but my little friend came to the door, so I haven't seen her in a while, so I had to have a quick chat with her. So we're going to make something like this. Okay, so I built the box in the previous live there. Okay, these are adorable little mini paper pumpkin boxes. I will pop up a link to the boxes on my page later on if you want to have a little look at them. Okay, we have say hi if you're here. Yay! Right, anyway, let's go on. So I've cut a matte layer of Misty Moonlight. I've layered it up with a piece of our wonderful Trim in the Town Designer Series paper. Now the colour of the polka dot one here is actually Poppy Parade. Okay, so there we go. What I want to do now is I am going to make a belly band. Now it's really easy to make a belly band. You can go all out and measure it, etc, etc. However, I like to just wrap it around the project to make sure that it can open and close easily. Okay, so you just want to wrap it round and kind of burnish those sides, okay, like so. And then you want to pull it kind of tight, but you want to give it a little bit wiggle room, okay, because this will bulge slightly depending on what you put in it. So I'm just taking note of where one piece of paper meets the other piece. Okay, that was so sweet. My friends brought me a bunch of flowers and a little gift, so I'll need to have a little look at that. Thank you, girls. It was such a surprise. Okay, so here we have our sliding belly band. Really, really easy. I've used the Stitch Circle dies, the largest one, with a piece of Whisper White. Okay, so all I need to do is I am going to fussy cut out a little house. Now let me see if I have a piece that I can cut out. Now that one's a bit big. Let me see. Let's fussy cut out a few smaller ones. And we're just going to layer them up on this circle die cut. Okay, what I want to do though is I want to stamp a little sentiment on here. Now the stamp set I was using was, if I can find it, it was the Snowflake Wishes one. Now I don't know where I have put that. Give me a little second. Hi everyone, say hi if you're here. Let me know who's watching. So, I'm just looking for my little stamp set. Now, the one I want is, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Isn't that annoying when you've just been playing with a stamp set and then you don't know what you've done with it? Okay, right. I'll just leave that for now anyway. Let's go on with the fussy cutting. Let's do. Hi Louisa. Yes, these are the small paper pumpkin boxes, hon. Hi Sandra. I see you've been doing some handmade gifts as well, honey. Your little advent calendar things, they're beautiful. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to roughly cut out one of the little houses, okay? And then I'll be ever so gentle when it comes to fussy cutting. And I think we'll go with these two little houses as well. When you use fussy cutting from your designer series paper, you can get so much more out of it. Okay, so I'm just very carefully fussy cutting. I'm actually going to, it's blowing a gale out here. It really feels like winter is coming. But I do have a couple of customer orders that I need to drop off. But I thought I'd quickly come on and show you how I made my little projects. So, if anybody's just joining, this is the paper pumpkin boxes. Louise is saying these would make lovely gifts, wouldn't they? What have you filled it with? Oh, I will show you in a little second. I did do a quick run through in my last video what you could put in these wee boxes. But someone came to the door unexpectedly, so I had to stop the video. But I'll show you just now. I have some pound shop bargains that really do look amazing in these little boxes. Let me show you them now, Louise. Hi, Stacey. So, you might think, oh, can't get much in them, but yes, you can. So, let me show you the pound shop bargains. We have a Jess Wright Beauty, a little eau de toilette. Isn't that adorable? So, that was £1. We have a Manuka Honey masked sheet mask. So, that was £1. Okay, so there's £2. We had a pack of, I bought a pack of 6. Hi Lynette, hi Carol. I had a pack of 6 socks that was £2.99 I think. So those were, what, 50p each? So there's £2.50. Pack of 6 nail files. Okay, so that's about, what's that, about 15p or something. Then we have, I got a pack of 3 nail varnishes. Okay, so I'm going to put one of them in there as well. So basically you can get all these kind of goods just probably under the value of £3. And then we finish it off with a beautiful little Time Out wafer bar, which also fits in there very nicely. And then we just tuck our sock in at the top. Now I do have Christmas tissue paper that I bought. And I will wrap these in tissue paper before gifting them at Christmas. But for today, it's just to show you the sort of things you could pop in. Now, this is the reason the belly band is useful, because you pop it on and then it holds that secure and it's not going to pop open. You could obviously add in some glue dots or whatever you like to keep that closed. But isn't that a wonderful gift? That and a handmade card. Not including these materials, but the contents in here for less than £3 for a gift for a lady. So I do have 6 of these that I need to make up, and there's 6 presents bought, and I'm sure it was maybe £23 or something. Now who can get 6 ladies presents for £20 on its own, never mind actually 6 gifts, you know. These are also a great idea if you want to give someone a bit of pamper time, a little I care about you package. You can just change up the theme that you're decorating the box in. Okay, so I think that's really, really sweet. So I'll put them back in my little present box. So, just a little budget saving Christmas present idea for you. Hi Valerie, hi Susan from Long Island, New York. Nice to have you here, hon. Okay, so I've just fussy cut some little images. I've got one more to do. Okay. Now I do have another 2 full packets of this beautiful Trim in the Town designer series paper. It's just amazing. I have made so much Christmas cards, etc. And I thought, I'm going to decorate the paper pumpkin boxes with it. And I gave my team of ladies a supply of all the stuff as well. Some free product so that they could craft along with me at the virtual retreat this morning. It was really, really, really fun. Good to see you too. Hi, Patricia. It is a great gift idea, and what I'm thinking now is maybe trying to find some male kind of themed gifts that I could make up some for the men as well. Okay, so I think I'll use the Snowflake Wishes. Okay, now we have Misty Moonlight and the Poppy Parade on here. I'm going to stamp in Misty Moonlight. So let's see. This is a great set because you have the Happy Hanukkah as well. Thank you so much. Our friendship is one of a kind. Snowflake Wishes. These are quite big sentiments, so I can't actually use that for this label because I want it to be incorporated on there. The one that I used for this little project was from the gnome stamp set. But you know what? I tidied it away, and I can't for the life of me find where it is. Let me have another quick look for it. I think I may have popped it in with some older sets down the bottom of my supply. And now I'm kicking myself because I can't find it. Okay, does anybody know where it is in my craft room? Gnome for the holidays, where are you? Where are you? Never mind. If in doubt, we can use the A Wish for Everything bundle. Okay, so let's get this out. We've got all sorts of sentiments in this double stamp set. So I am going to put Christmas wishes. So we've got Christmas here and we've got wishes here. Okay. So, we've got Christmas, and we need the wishes from the other set. You can see I've used these already. I haven't had any time to pop the cling stamps on the back of these. I will do it at a later date though. Right, so let's get the Misty Moonlight. Okay, and we're going to stamp the sentiment on first. And we have 11 people watching. Fantastic. I will pop this video up on YouTube. I will merge it with the video that I had to cut short there. I will merge them together so you can see the full tutorial. Okay. Although we didn't miss out much because I was just at the start when my doorbell rang, so that's fine. Right. So just going to do Christmas wishes like so. And then we're just going to work these little houses around our sentiment. I always like to kind of tidy away the stamps, etc. as I go, and then there's less chance of it sticking on the back of something because our clings are really, really, really sticky. Okay, right, let's give it some dimension. So I have my dimensions here. These are the Stampin' Up foam pads. Best ones I've used. Not being biased, that's just the truth. Okay, nearly finished this sheet actually. Welcome back, Nikki. Yes, I do apologise about that. I had to quickly stop the video because my dog started barking, and if you're aware of the German Shepherd breeds, the Alsatians, they are very noisy and their bark is really loud. So I thought I'd be able to answer a door and sneak back, but I had to just stop the video. Right, so I'm just popping these on randomly, and this looks like a lovely little Christmas village. Oh, sticky, sticky. Is it still stuck? Pop this one here, and you could do whatever you like with your little belly band embellishment. So this is just going to go in here basically. We don't need to do a lot of work to make these pretty. Some people do like to cover all sides of the box. You could do that too, but if you're trying to stick to a budget, just do the top and save your DSP. So there is our little box. Right, let's make the card now. And then I'm going to have to tidy this craft desk because it's getting unbelievably messy. Right, so piece of scrap paper. You can see where I've been doing some blending on the previous card. So we have a Misty Moonlight card base, and we have Whisper White for the top layer. Okay, so let's get started. Now I have these wonderful makeup brushes that I use for blending. Okay, so I'm going to start with a nice kind of skyish Pool Party blue. Okay, so I'm just going to start. This pad actually needs re-inked, that's why I'm taking it direct to the paper. Like so. There we go. It's lovely. This is slightly different colour from the colour that I used in the last card, but what's the point in doing two the same? Nikki's saying she loves Jimmy Shepherd's, had one as a kid. Deep barks. It's a little high-pitched bark that goes through you. Oh, definitely. Especially if you just happen to be bending over, say to pick something up, and one of your dogs gives out one of those yelps. Yeah, it can set your ears off. I have tinnitus in my ears, so you can imagine when they bark, it just goes right through me. But that is the breed that they are. They are protective naturally. Okay, so that is some blending for kind of sky scene. Okay, so I'm just adding it and adding it and adding it. Morning, Cindy. Morning. From Everett. Nice to have you here. That's it. Children going back out to play. Right, so I think that's plenty for there. I'm going to come in with some Old Olive, and the reason I chose Old Olive is because we have Old Olive in the actual colours in this designer series paper. Okay, so now this is a darker colour, so I do want to kind of remove most of the ink to start with, and then I'll come in darker. And I know often Christmas villages are snowy scenes, but you know what, this is a Christmas scene without the snow. Okay, we've got Greenland here. Nikki's saying I have tinnitus too, along with hearing loss. Oh, bless. I did do a little online test for hearing, and it says, I think it said it was about 90%, which was considered normal. So yeah. Right. Lovely. Let's just make sure they're marrying up together. I am going to come in around the edges with some Misty Moonlight as well. Okay, so I'm going back to the kind of blue themed brush. Always start with your lightest colour and work your way up to the darker colour. Hi Karen. Yes, it's just a little ad hoc live, honey. I had so much fun at my team online retreat that I done for my ladies and I, that I had to come on and share and show you what I'd been making. Da da da. Whew, you can feel the burn. Right. So I'm just coming from the outside in because I want that darker inkiness around the edges. Do you like it? Now it's probably looking like a little bit of an inky mess at the moment, but trust me, once we build up the little scene with the dye, the fussy cut images, it will look wonderful. Okay, let's get some darker around there. I really love it. Ink blending, I find it quite therapeutic. No problem, Carol. Catch up whenever you can, hon. I hope I'm not shaking the desk too much, folks. Right, I'm going to add some down here. You're probably thinking, what are you doing on top of the old olive? But I just wanted to kind of blend in with the card base colour of Misty Moonlight. So, and there'll never be two cards the same when you use ink blending. Right, so I'm happy with that. Okay. If you think there's any little white bits, just kind of blend it in a little bit more. Now, what I done was I came back in with the old olive. Thanks, honey. Came back in with the old olive, and what I used was I just hand cut. This was actually for doing clouds. I just fussy cut this out myself, but I am going to put it on as little hills almost. Might not actually see the effect once I add on all the fussy cut images, however, you and I know it's there, so. Okay, so just a little discreetness, like so. Yep, do you like that? I think that will do. Now I'm going to take that away so that you can concentrate on the card there. Right, so now the whole point of doing this card was to make sure that I used these part images to save. I'll see you later, Karen. Thanks, honey. To save wasting. These images are just beautiful, and nobody wants to waste their beautiful papers. So I do try and get as much out of it as possible. I probably won't even get through my pack come Christmas, so I don't know why I've got another 2 packets there. I might end up doing a little giveaway or something. Might make up a little mock card kit and do a little competition on the page. I did notice that on Smith's Crafty Creations 5, which you're on just now, we are over 1,000 followers now. Well, over 1,000 page likes. There's always more followers than there is likes, but we're definitely over 1,000 likes. I think we might be actually about 60 over. So I always said to myself, I'll run a little competition when I hit 1,000. And we've hit 1,000, so yeah. Right, so let's get another piece of paper. What else can we pop in here? Here is a little half image as well. Okay, now, a little bit of the chimney there. I'm not going to salvage that. There's no point. It's just too little. These snips are ideal for delicate cutting work like this. They are so precise in terms of cutting straight. I just love them. Okay. So you can see what I'm doing there. I'm kind of building up a little scene. I might do it like that actually, and we need something else here. So let's get some trees. Now there's a little tree here. There's a half tree here. Now this half tree I can definitely salvage. I'll just tuck it behind the house instead of in front. And I really like the old olive colour that's shown through. Snip, snip, snip. So you see, I'll be able to kind of hide that behind there possibly. Or somewhere, maybe not, I shall see. But we do have a smaller one here. Chop, chop, chop. This is a really good idea. If you're not sure about what stamping you want to do, just grab some of your designer series paper that has some wonderful images, fussy cut them out, it's so therapeutic, and just play and make it up as you go along. Wonderful. So we still have 9 people watching, that's awesome. The heat here, I keep having to put my heating on and off and on and off all day. It's just going up and down like a yo-yo, the temperature in my house just now. I think it's dependent on the wind. Let's see now. I'm looking for a bigger tree. I could stamp and die cut out a tree, but I want to keep my work down to as little as possible. Okay, let me see. Do I have any more trees here I can cut? Nope, but that's absolutely fine, because I could just go with one tree. Right, now we are going to replicate the card on the left. So this one here, well, I should have put my lid on, it's went a bit dry. This one here we're going to pop to the side, and that is flush. We are then going to pop some dimensions onto the blue house. Now I'm nearly finished this sheet of dimensions. When you run out of the dimensions, you can use the sides as extra foam adhesive. Waste not, want not. That's especially good if you have like a rectangle sentiment section. You've got to utilise all your bits and pieces and make it last that little extra while. Okay, so this is our little house. I'm going to pop that there like so. And this one we're going to pop down flush. Pop that there. Okay, just kind of sitting on that little fake hill that we added on. This one will drop down. You might think, when I was making another card I'm thinking, don't know where this is going, but once you add that misty moonlight sentiment up the top, it just makes it go pop. Okay, so I'm going to add the tree here, and I'm going to add that with mini dimensions, which is the same as the big dimensions, but they're mini. Funny that. Oh, I'm obviously had too much coffee today. I feel like I'm on the ceiling. So if you're new to the page, thank you so much for liking or following this Facebook page. I really do appreciate it. Normally I come live every Saturday morning to do live crafting. Sometimes it's a craft along and I'll tell you some measurements, etc. to bring with you, what cardstock, things like that. But today, like I say, I had my online team retreat, catching up with my ladies, some team bonding, which was just absolutely wonderful. Next weekend I have On Stage at Home, which is a Stampin' Up convention. So I won't be live next Saturday, unfortunately. Right, so beautiful sentiment that I'm going to use that's on here. It says, in the coldest moments of the year, my heart is warm because you're near. We're going to pop that on up here. Okay, now it looks quite small, but when you open it up, it is a good sized sentiment, which is absolutely fab. Okay, so I'm just going to put it down, lift it up with my block. Can't see any other comments coming in. I think the internet might be a bit laggy. Alright, so we're just going to pop that kind of in the centre as best as you can. And you can see it totally changes the look of the card. Let me clean this, get my Simply Chamois. Lovely. I think for this one I may add some little snowflakes around the background scene. So in this set we have a trio of snowflakes here. These are quite substantial size, but we also have a little mini set, so I'll use that. If you have white pigment ink, you could use that to add some real effect snow. So I'm just going to do that. One each side, and I think that's enough to make it pop. Okay, I'm just going to clean my stamp off. If I can get this open. My hands are getting really sore. I've got arthritic fingers, and I think I've been crafting a little bit too long today. I did start at 10 o'clock, so this will definitely be the last of my crafting for today. But I've not managed to do a lot during the week there. I've been busy with my day job and stuff, so I'm kind of glad I got a lot done today. Okay, so all we need to do is layer this up onto our card base. If you wanted, you could make the stamping layer smaller, and you could layer it up with black or one of these other coordinating colours, but today I'm just putting the one matte layer on, like so. Okay, and it's just got a little tiny 1/8 of an inch border. Ta-da! Now, what I think I might do is the embellishments that go with this suite. You can buy this as a full suite with the stamp, the dies, the paper and the embellishments. Is these blue adhesive backed gems. These are not with this set actually, this is with the Snowflake Splendor. However, I am going to use it with this project because they are kind of balmy blue, misty moonlight themed. Okay, so I'm just going to add a couple of these in. Just going to mix them up. Stacey's saying, what is that you're using to clean your stamps with? That is, this is called a Simply Chamois. Okay, and when it comes, it's damp, okay, and what you do is you just store it in a CD case, or this is a stamp case that you can buy from Stampin' Up in a pack of 4. It keeps it moist all the time, and it's just really good for cleaning off your stamps. It does stain it, obviously. However, you could put that through your washing machine at a low temperature, or you can just run it under the tap, which I do often. And it's just a really good, quick, easy access way to clean your stamps, especially if you're doing kind of like online tutorials and stuff like that. Okay, now these are really pretty, if I can pick it up. So I'm just going to pop one more on. I think I'll pop it down here a little bit. Keep the numbers even. Yeah, there. Total sporadically popped down, but never mind. So pretty. I'm a sucker for a bit of sparkle. Alright, let me pop them away. These would look gorgeous as well. These are our basic rhinestone jewels. These are fabulous. Okay, so that is a kind of replication of the card made earlier today. What I will see is if you have like any scrap pieces, things like that. Let me show you an example. There's a scrap piece here. Let me see, hang on. I do have some more scrap pieces. In this set as well, there's a full 2 sheets of 12 by 12 of all different sentiments and different languages. It's really good. You can make a full card without having to do any stamping. Right, what am I looking for? I am looking for a red background. There we go. Let me see now. What I want to do is, I know I'm not going to use this piece. Okay, so I'm just going to flip it over. I'm going to use one of my, this is a dog builder punch. I'm going to use a little heart from this. Okay, I'm just going to punch out some hearts. Waste not, want not, as they say. Okay, so let's shift them. And I'm going to place some of them on the card using the little mini dimensions that I showed you there. One of these fits on absolutely perfect. Okay, so peel that off. And, come on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop it in the window like the other card that I made. You could also put it on your tree or anywhere else that you like. Hang on, I've put it on a bit squint. Just lift that up. Then push down hard when you're happy with where it is. So I mean, there's lots you can do for your little scraps. You know, you could pop them on the cards as well. You could put it on the door. But I think one's plenty for this. Okay, what I will do though, very quickly, because I just like to make it up as I go along, is what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of these sparkly bling basic rhinestone jewel, and I'm going to pop I'm going to pop a couple on the tree. Right guys, that is the project's finished. My phone is ready to shut down. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to check YouTube later on. Take care now.